Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to our Expert Mode League here. I am Phillydo in the booth. We've got should be a great match coming up here. We've got Failstream versus MikeTmikee here, and so this should be a really fun one. We'll hopefully have a quick peek at the standings here, just to give us an idea of where everyone's at, but they'll be setting up to go as here's the standings, so we can see Envy at the Failstream there has got the 0-3 right now, and Mike is also 0-3, so we'll see one of them will be picking up their first win today. Should be pretty exciting for one of them. It'll be nice for them to get onto the board. And we'll see who can pick up the most clears. It's a best of 3. We'll play all 3 sets regardless, but whoever gets the 2 set clears first will win the match. 15 minutes on the clock as they'll go through a curated playlist of expert levels under a 90-second world record, as we'll get started here with Wizards of Winterland. And we'll see who gets the first one. Both of them right away taking the death to the thwomp there, as we'll see if they can get through on this next one, and it looks like they've at least made it past the thwomp. Fail actually picking up a mushroom as the Magic Koopa there turned one of the blocks into one, so that'll be nice for him to have there. They're both making their way through here. Like taking just another second, letting the bullets actually go by. Fail with the checkpoint. We'll see if Mike can grab it here as well. Shouldn't be super far off. The P-switch goes off, and unfortunately Mike will actually take the death there, so that is unfortunate for him. As Fail with that mushroom actually doesn't need to wait for the Koopas to break through the blocks, can actually, although there's a mushroom there on the side, but can actually just grab the red coins by spinning. We'll see if he's able to get back up and get over to that other coin. Gets the feather there, so yeah, grabs the second last coin, and will look to grab the last one there, and does so. Keeps at least a mushroom power up, and that's the first clear. So Fail off to a early lead of one course here. Now it's Mike looking for this last red coin, sees it over there, should be able to just drop down and get this, and should get the clear shortly after here. Makes his way through the key door. No, Envy won the last match. There's just an error on the standings list, but Envy picked up the 3rd round. So Fail on onto the... Oh, it looks like we've just fixed it there. So yeah, but it was Envy that picked up the win on the previous match. They're both on same one here, needing to... not a long time limit, needing to get through those guys and get to the flag. Interesting. Again, one of these levels that's not super long. Oh, and Mike sneaks underneath, so... clear there for him, and you have to couple clears now. Fail gets it as well though, so tied up, and they're headed into the same level. Be interesting here. See how they're needing to do some sort of trick to get into the, with the POW to get into that block there. I'm actually not sure of how to do this tech. But we'll see. Yeah, it looks like Mike is skipping this one. So moving on to seriously, don't jump. So, have to reach the goal without landing after you jump. So it looks like it'll be a bit of a precision level here. Has to be careful. Can't jump and then land again, or you'll fail the level. Fail moving on now onto the same level that Mike is on. Mike with a bit of a head start at the moment. We'll need to avoid this claw here. Bit of a precarious level, but one of those levels that if you play carefully, you should be okay. This now looks like a section where you do actually need to jump, so it could be approaching the end of the level. Just can't touch the ground as Mike takes an unfortunate death there. Doesn't get the height momentum that he needs. Fail looking at those coin indicators and thinking, nope, we're gonna go into the pipe, which is of course the right decision. So picks up the first red coin. There's the second one. These coins, at least thankfully, don't seem super difficult to get, which is the nice thing. You see Fail grab the fourth one. Gets into the pipe. That key door there, just there for a bit of bait, of course, because you can't land on that platform. And Fail will take the clear, so that'll be a third clear now. As we'll see if Mike is able to get back into this one. Choosing to just move on from the coins here. Oh, Mike doesn't quite make it into the pipe. And so fails the clear condition and will take a skip on this one. Not wanting to replay that. I can understand the skip there for sure. It's a time-consuming level, so really unfortunate that he didn't make the jump there, as that would have really brought him back here to keep it close. Of course, it's still within only one clear, but would have been nice for him to pick that up, I'm sure. Fail on some sort of interesting level here. Needs a red coin for the key door. Looks like a lot of spam on the screen goes into the pipe. Looks like the video here is just frozen for just a moment. Bear with us here, folks. We'll have it up and running again properly within just a second. Well, in the meantime, it's an interesting one so far, that's for sure. Mike, of course, not able to get the clear on that previous level, choosing to skip after taking that unfortunate death after not making it into the pipe. We'll just try and get this back pulled up here. This is a pre-recorded match, so needing to get back into it, we'll be just fixing it up here quickly. It's an interesting one for sure with, of course, this is still the first round of the match, and it is a close one. They've got just over half the time. Yeah, so the match itself that they're playing is pre-recorded, but no one, including me, but the runners know the outcome. So it's live commentary. So we've got a mix of live and pre-recorded matches throughout the weeks. It really depends on the runner's availability, as well as, you know, time zones and depending on where they are. So it varies from match to match. So we're just trying to fix a few things here. Sometimes technology just doesn't want to work for you. Yeah, that's true, of course. Chat is always also pre-recorded, of course. Kappa. I always think I love to see, of course, the pre-recorded chat memes. The effort it would take to even begin to do that. That'd be pretty exciting. And does it all have to be pre-recorded at the same time, or are we able to interject via different timelines? How are we doing this, guys? This generation's Marty McFly. Yeah, there you go. Colliding time. Hey, Dags, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. The clock should be just about the same in a second here, though. I believe they just desynced it just the opposite time. Look, it should be almost the same. And there we go. So they're synced up. We're back to it, everyone. The timelines are fixed. So they're on the same level here. Fail, though, does have the one clear advantage at the moment. Interesting level. This is one of those ones where you can really, you could really take quite a long time on this one, because there's all the, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on the screen, but of course they need to find the red coin, and that can be challenging. Fail has spotted it there. Not sure exactly how to get to it, but Fail contemplating here, decides to start over rather than skip. Yeah, it takes a death, so I would imagine you need to sneak in there, it looks like, before take the death. Whoa, and Fail, unfortunately, exiting out all the way. So we'll need to put the code back in to get back into the level list. See what Mike can do here. Interesting. Well, it's a level. I'm not sure that I would stick with it at this point, but it is hard to say. Fail looks like is moving on, taking a skip, moving on to the next level here. Does have the one clear lead still at the moment as well, so if you could get it clear quickly here, it could really pay off. Looks like just a bunch of P-switch jumps here. And they're fairly used to that by this point, and Fail gets a checkpoint. Really clean first run. Takes a death right after, but gets to it. Going for another run through and making more progress than the last time. Mike moving on to Switch Bouncer, same level as Fail is on here. And Fail with the clear. Really clean run there. So Fail has the 4 clears. Mike's still on the 2. Oh, if you're interested in trying the level list yourself, that's actually a question I'm not 100% sure to the answer on. I will defer to the runners in chat here. Yeah, we see John here saying, yeah, level lists. Yeah, they may get rid of those level lists, so you may have to look through the VOD. the course selection, however, is expert courses that are under 90-second world record, so at least you would be able to filter through a list of them that way, but... As we see Mike making progress here on the P-switch level. He's really close to the end here, so should be just a couple more clean jumps, and does make it, so well played there. Up to 3 clears now. Puts it back within a clear. Yeah, definitely the levels can be, I mean, there's quite a variance, but what I would recommend if you're interested in you know, potentially becoming one of the runners here is just go through really endless expert, and you can even put the filter on it yourself of the ones with, or you know, you're just looking for the sort of the ones with the lower clear rate. I mean, that'll take some manual work, but that's definitely a way you could practice up if you're interested in joining or you know, potentially doing some of these runs yourself. So Fail with another clear brings him up to 5. Mike getting the spring through, so we'll see if... Oh, takes a death on that muncher there, unfortunately. Was close towards the end of the level. Yeah, that's a great point there in chat as well. Thanks, Red Wings, for that one. That's true. You can just do Endless Expert, just 15 minutes of that. That was our format last season. So if you want to practice just the expert levels in general, that's a great way to do it. You just Endless Expert and just, you know, you could time yourself, see how far you can get in 15 minutes. Mike, though, with another flagpole there, so up to 4 clears. So it's back within 1. Fail finding a checkpoint, though, so that'll be pretty handy. You definitely don't want to have to, even though it's fairly short sections, you don't want to have to redo that opening section. You know, anytime you can save is handy, as we see Fail take a death there, and really illustrates my point. You'd hate to have to start all the way from the beginning. The level itself isn't super difficult, but you can really lose a lot of time. So Mike taking a death there with picks the wrong pipe, but has the checkpoint, so shouldn't take more than a couple attempts here to find the correct one. Takes the other death, so now should know which pipe it is. See a spot on Fail's side there that says last round, it looks like. So we'll need to do one more set of sections here. Or sorry, just one more section, it would appear. And we'll see if they're able to do it on the first try, and unfortunately not, just gets caught up on the edge of the saw. And we'll need to try that one again. Mike now has a chance to get through, and Fail exiting the course, taking a skip onto a level called Do You Have Skills. If Mike can clear this right now, could tie it up right here. So Mike alive thus far, bounces Bowser up and continues to move on, and there's the flag. So takes the clear, so now tied at 5-5. Interesting choice. Right at the buzzer. So That's looks like we'll be going into overtime here. That could not have been much closer to the flag, but 1 second left on the clock, and that's it. And Fail maybe now regretting exiting out of that level, was right at the end. Probably could have gotten through it, but we're into OT. Fail likely stopped playing there. I just seen that question in chat. Likely stopped playing there. Probably only had a few seconds left. So they'll head into overtime. Hello to Murphy. Your match is coming up soon, I believe. Looking forward to seeing that one. So they're just confirming which level they're both on, confirming how many clears they got, and then which level to go to for OT. They'll both play the same level. The way they choose the level is whoever was farthest along in the playlist, they go down to the next level and then let the other player know which level it is, and then they play that one. So whoever clears this first will win. Interesting one so far. We'll see what the end goal is on this one. There's the flag. They can see it, but how to get at it? Interesting subworld section here. We'll see. They both have the checkpoint. Hale's got the builder suit. Hale onto well, they're really in about the same spot as they both as Mike takes the death, Fail makes it through, gets the key. We'll see where that leads. See if we can find the flag. There it is. Oh, save there. We'll see if Fail can make this. Oh, this could be it. Oh, and gets through. So that is the win on that round for Fail. So it will be a 6-5 at the end of it. There is the total margin, and the first set going to him. So he'll get ready here for the next round in just a moment. Mike will just exit out of the level here, seeing now that that Fail takes the first round. Really close one, though. 5-5, of course, with then into OT. So we'll be on to the second set. So they'll move on to the level just past the one they just played to start off. And they'll get set to go here. Looks like we've got a speed run first off here, 20-second speed run. Timer looks to be fairly tight with a world record of 18.7. So a tiny bit of wiggle room, but not so much. And they're off. We'll see who's able to get this one first. I mean, we saw earlier matches today you had a ton of speed runs, but if you can clear this in your first couple attempts, you can start to build up some momentum if you can get onto the later levels. Both players making it through really clean so far. Just a couple seconds left on the timer now, and both of them get that axe, and it's one clear apiece here. Yeah, so each set is a full 15 minutes. And you need 2 sets to win. They play all 3 times, but you need 2 to win the match. And then, but they do all 3 regardless of if it's a 2-0 after 2, so that they can. It helps determine standings for playoffs and things like that later in the season. Not sure exactly what's going on here. They're just trying to make their way through, and Mike with a blind jump doesn't work out. A lot of stuff here that takes up time every time you have to walk through those, and Fail also runs out of time. See if someone's able to find the flag here. Bit of a confusing level for sure, and not a lot of time to do it. 3 seconds left for Mike, so likely won't be able to finish it this time. Nope, and runs out of time. See Fail go for the blind jump that Mike took earlier and doesn't make it, so both of them are skipping. Can't blame them. That's a pretty, looks like not a great level, especially when you're trying to go fast. So this one, needing to hit all 21 P-switches, and I can't confirm for sure, but I see a lot of P-switch levels, but I could have sworn I've seen this exact one. This looks really familiar. Both players, we'll just see if Fail gets it here on the last one, and they does so. Both of them really quick clear, and so they're at 2 apiece now. On to a level called Maze Easy. Find a way out. High clear rate, a pretty high time world record though, 1:28. So just sneaking under our 90-second minimum. This is one of those levels that won't be particularly difficult, but may take the runners a bit of time to get through. Hitting the blocks on your way through, at least you know where you've been, but you know it's so not a hard level to clear. But it will take time because, you know, you don't know the way and there's so much variance. Both of them making their way through here. Interesting, we'll see where this door leads. Mike starting here at the beginning, Fail into somewhere else now. It's one of those levels that you're maybe not inclined to skip right away because the premise and risk of death to starting over is pretty low. There's not too much going on here, especially for an experienced runner, but I think that personally I might be inclined to skip. There's the goal. Look at the goal there, but Fail deciding to call it quits on this one. Mike takes a death of his own accord there, takes a shell. Onto precise is the question mark is the name of this level. You can't take damage, and it's 10 seconds. We'll see how tight that timer is. If you're able to just hold right, yeah, and extremely quick. So Fail picks up a clear, benefits from skipping that level, and on quickly to a new one. So P-Run Part 2 Perilous Piranha. Good alliteration on that one. Interesting to see Mike continuing on with this one. Like 1:30 level really is what the world record is, and surprised he's sticking with it for so long. I know you can easily get into a mentality of, you know, you don't want to skip because you've invested so much time, but if you're not finding the exit, I think I might call it quits. But he finds the end though, so I'm eating my words a little bit. Spent a decent amount of time, but gets a clear. So it is third clear for Mike. So this is I'm here doing live commentary, and only the runners know the results. This run itself is pre-recorded. We have a mix of pre-recorded and live matches. Really depends on the runner's availability for the most part. Time zones, things like that make a difference. So Mike gets another clear. So it should be 4-3 should be the clears. Mike with 4 and Fail with 3, I believe. Oh, and gets a clear, so it should be 4-4 now. There we go. So this is definitely a close one. We're a little over halfway amount of time left. Mike now on the Piranha run. Oh, takes a death there. We'll smile. We'll see if continues to stick with this one. It's off again, though. That spring can be a little precise there. Fail trading out the boot. Making his way through a bunch of spikes here. Nothing too crazy so far. See how this pans out. See if Mike's able to get... It did take Fail a few tries, certainly, to get through this section. Mike saying, you know what, I'm not going to be able to get that spring properly, so decides to take the skip onto the same level, Mario Maker Shoe. Fail taking a fairly late death there, though, so really they're at the same point here. Mike opting for the other boot. Both with only one skip remaining as well, so they only get 3, and so the thing to consider, of course, is that you have to be careful, because if you skip a third one and you don't have any more, you could really get stuck on a really bad level. Mike battling Bowser here, loses the shoe, and so without the key, we'll have to start over. Fail now on to different level, the 3 paths. Let's see which one ends up being correct. Needs the red coin. Mike now battling Bowser again. Just jumping up and down. Nothing too crazy, is in a good position for that. Fail now needing a... Presumably there might be... And that snake block is making it precarious. Might need the kill on the Bowser Jr. here. So Mike can see that just the tip of the flagpole there, but how to get... Fail still on this level, the 3 paths here. Gets a checkpoint, does Mike, and a key. The quick Bowser clear there. Interesting, we'll need to... Oh, there's some arrows, so... Yeah, has the key, so through the door. Another checkpoint, and yeah, there's the flag. Interesting spot for a checkpoint there for the level creator. Yeah, Red Wings, I was hoping that as well. With those 3 path levels, it's always nice if all of them can sort of get to the end in a way, but Fail picks up the clear there. And 5-5 in clears. Mike now on to the 3 paths level here. See if he sticks with this. So there is a precision jump, really well done by Fail to get to 6 clears now, so we'll retake the lead. If Mike is able to deal with these 2 boom booms, just has to be careful here with the fire as well. Takes a death, unfortunately. Fail onto really a castle level here. We'll see how that pans out. Oh, almost makes it into the claw there for Fail. Mike looking a bit fed up with this level here. You know, it's really tough when you don't know where the key doors lead, of course. But Fail getting crushed by the Mad Lad. So taking a death. So Fail back with the long drop down. Having to make his way all the way back up. Meanwhile, Mike's still working on this level. See if Fail can... Has to be careful here once again without the power-up. But that will be coming back. So there we go, has some breathing room. Gets through without getting hit as well, which is nice, so keeps the power-up. And so we'll take on Boom Boom. Gets through with the key. Clean fight. And power-up intact. Mike moving on to the precision level here. Fail taking a hit. There's a mushroom there still, though. And we'll only have... He's got a second hit in. On to the third, gets through. Mike trying to get through this precision level now. Fail on to yet more sections here. Oh, narrowly avoids death there, well played. We'll see if Mike's able to make it through this precision level, taking some time. And Fail picks up another clear, so it's now 7-5 in his favor. Escape from Hill House is the level that Fail is on. Mike, a little chuckle there. Those precision levels, they can be quite difficult. Certainly they fundamentally not a super difficult level, but it's very precise and can take some time. Oh, Fail takes the death. There's a flying block there that may have contained something that needed... Mike is now consistently making it through the first 2, so... Oh, of course, as I say that, apologize for the commentator's curse there, takes death on the first one, but... Fail. The third and final skip now. I believe on his side. Yeah, commentator's recorded curse, right? Yes, of course. And that is the set, so time up there. So Fail, with a score of 7-5, takes the second set, so a win for Fail. We'll be happy to take that one there. So they'll head on to the third set. $15 more minutes, and we'll see if Mike, at the very least, get a set under his belt to at least bring it closer. Those sets do matter for playoffs. Or they can matter. They don't always, but can definitely make a difference. So even with a loss, you can still gain a little bit of ground. So they just confirm which course they'll start on. Looks like it'll be 3D Thwomp Castle. They'll just get set to go. Yeah, and the clears can make a difference as well, so you do want to rack up as many as you can. Of course, if you're, winning a bunch of matches, that will be more relevant, but certainly if you can get a high clear rate, even if you lose a couple matches with a lot of clears, it can definitely help you out. And they're off, so we're into the third round here. Fail already picking up the win, but third set still needed to be played. Yeah, it is mainly to do with tiebreakers, that's correct. It's a fairly complicated sort of statistical format. Of course, if you have, if you're winning every match, you're going to be in over, even if you don't have as many clears. But I know that they are used in tiebreakers. I'm not sure exactly which order, but of course, main things like your total record overall, and then your amount of set wins makes a difference as well. But code, yeah, I believe it, to my knowledge, it is basically the way you've described it there. Set wins would be more important than the individual level clears, but interesting level here, as Mike comes up on checkpoint and grabs that. Fail should be right behind. Yep. Mike just gets through there. A little smile from him. Got pretty lucky as Fail gets squashed. So, yikes. Well, does have the checkpoint though, so at least can start again fairly quickly from that spot. But
oh no!
appears to be a fairly difficult sections here. So we'll see how long it takes for them to make it through. Oh, Fail! Just snuck by there from that thwomp. Well, Oh, Fail getting crushed. Once again. Got lucky sort of on that first section, but not again. So the thwomp comes down here for Mike. And that is the end of the stage. So Mike picking up the first clear in this third set. We'll see if Fail's able to clear it shortly after this one and tie it up. Should be able to, just needing to wait for the thwomp there, and it comes down. Indeed, so a clear now for Fail, so it's tied up, but Mike is ever so slightly ahead in the on to the next level. A puzzle, and unsurprisingly, Mike, a quick skip. Those puzzle levels rarely get any love. And 3 increasingly difficult puzzles is in the level description, and Mike moving on. Fail also taking the skip. Those curious, you have to physically enter the level before you can skip it. You can't just look at it in the playlist. But both choosing to move on from the puzzle onto this one, a clear condition. Defeat all of the Monty moles. Of course, with a clear condition, there can be no checkpoints in a level, which can be good and bad. Sometimes it means the levels are short, sometimes it means they're long and can be unforgiving because, of course, there's nowhere to restart from. Except for the beginning. Fail just making it on there. Pretty close in this level so far. Mike finding a fire flower, that will be a lot of help. Be able to clear through things, including the pokies there pretty quick. Loses it there, but at least has the regular mushroom. Oh, I spoke too soon. Gets a mushroom back. Alright, it's lost a fire flower then overall. As the moles keep coming out of the pipe. Interestingly, it says all 25. So needing to wait on these guys here. That pipe has finished spawning them now on Fail's side. Needs one more, and there is one. So we'll pick up the clear. So that pipe is out of moles. There's a big one there. And Mike, there's the last one, but it falls off the edge. But there's another one coming. So there we go. Should be able to pick up the clear, and does so. Onto an on-off speed run for Fail, and that's where Mike will be headed as well. So many of those that exist, that is for sure. Of total levels, I truly wonder what the percentage of on-off speedruns 20 seconds levels there are. There's just so many. Fail making it through that section and gets the flag.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Oh, and Mike taking the death there. Needed to wait just a little longer and get that spin jump. We'll see if Mike gets it on this one. May have more of an idea of what to do now. Oh no, takes a death there. So Fail has the clear lead for the moment. 3-2 with half our time left. Hopefully Mike knows that he needs to do a spin jump there and does so. Should be able to just wait and grabs the clear. So there's the indicator there. Actually, I see as well there's the Vizzy. So it is 3 clears apiece, although as I say that, Fail finds an axe. So it's now, once again, a lead for Fail by 1. It'll be 4-3.
Mario's #1. Woohoo!
One of those weird levels. Yeah, it's seeing how is that expert? Yeah, that's a little Jimmy level there, that's for sure. Maybe just because of the enemy spam, it's got a low enough clear rate to be expert. As Mike makes his way through. Another clear condition for Fail, although he says no, so moving on as Mike grabs the axe. It's now 4-4. We've got 6 minutes. A Bowser boss battle. Looks like you need to drop the icicles, or have him jump into them, I suppose, does it as well. While avoiding them yourself. Have to get fairly close to Bowser to get those to go. Could take some time. We'll see if Mike sticks with this grab at least 70 coins level. There's the P-switch. So if he can survive through these hammer bros. Oh, Fail takes a death. Unfortunate. Now Mike knows which block contains the P-switch. So it can go down, grab a bunch of coins here. It's at least 70, so of course there are more in the course, more than 70. We'll see if there are more coins that aren't from the... Oh, but won't be able to get through, so it won't matter there. Yeah, needs to collect quite a few coins here, that's for sure. Get as many as you can, really. Whole bunch in there. Notice that P-switch time is about to run out. Has to go a little faster. Does look like he's sticking with this level. See if he's able to get them this way through the Koopas. See what remains in this level. Fail, though. Finding an axe. And that will be 5-4 in his favor. Mike will go for the wall jump here and gets it. There appear. Oh, and takes a death to the Kaizo block. That is rude. May have been able to pick up enough coins, but very unfortunate there. Still sticking with it, though. It'll be interesting because those Kaizo blocks do give the coins, so depending on how many there are, but of course Mike has already called it quits, so... Fell onto a pretty precarious level here. He's made it through so far. The flag is right there. See what's through this door. A whole bunch of stuff going on. This is quite the chaotic level. Mike up against Bowser here with the ice. And gets the kill. Onto an axe. It'll be 5-5. We've got just 2 minutes left, so the next clear here could really make a difference. It could be the final one. And Fail getting caught again, gets to the reset door, but yeah, Mike, really good course there against Bowser, running back and forth to get those icicles to drop quickly and take care of Bowser. Fail's still working on this on-off switch. May see another overtime. Mike finding a fire flower, so grabs that. So is able to melt these ice coin blocks there. And that is a soft lock. So Mike choosing to skip. Can't blame him. We've got a minute to go. But Fail has the 6 clear. So Mike will need to pick up a quick clear. And is on the on-off switch monstrosity, whatever this is. Fail takes a death. Needs all 50 coins for the clear condition. Mike is stuck. 30 seconds to go. Is behind by 1 clear. Fail takes another death. If Mike was able to clear, actually, he may have been able to tie it up because looks like Fail is fairly stuck here. But with 15 seconds to go, does not look possible in my eyes. We've got 5 seconds left here as Mike just sits back for a moment. Fail has the clear condition, but it doesn't matter as the race is over. Takes a death, but it will be a 3-0 victory for Fail. GG to both players. Really close races all through this set. And thank you very much for watching. We'll be moving on to our next match here in just a moment. This is my last match of the night, but stick around and we'll have the next one for you right away.
They are synced.
They are synced now. Do whatever. In the lead again.
Wow. Side for sure from Cheese. Okay, doing it, moving. Oh no, the Cheese falls!